Nvidia has just unveiled their most powerful AI chip. This is known as the GH2100 Grace Hopper Superchip, and this is going to revolutionize AI training and the overall industry. Let's take a look at some of the details regarding the specs. So just some fun facts. This is the world's first HBM3E processor that offers groundbreaking memory and bandwidth, and also the ability you can connect multiple GPUs that provide exceptional performance as well as easily scalable server design. So directly from Nvidia's website, the dual configuration, this delivers 3.5 times more memory capacity and 3 times more bandwidth than the current generation offering, as well as compromises of a single server with 144 Arm Neoverse cores, 8 petaflops of AI performance, and 282 gigabytes of the latest HBM3E memory technology. So to keep this in simple terms, essentially, according to The Verge, the GH2100 will have 3 times the memory capacity of the popular H100 GPU, which, if you are not familiar, was their previous chip that was quite known in the industry and a lot of major companies are already utilizing. Well, guess what? This is significantly better than the H100 chip. So more details regarding this. The platform uses the Grace Hopper Superchip, and you can connect this with the Nvidia NVLink, which I'll showcase in just a second. And this allows them to work to deploy against the giant models used for generative AI. Now, this high-speed coherent technology gives GPU full access to the CPU memory, providing a combined 1.2 terabytes of fast memory when in dual configuration. Now, some statistics. Right now, the HBM3E memory, it is 50% faster than the current HBM3, as well as delivers a total of 10 TBs per second of combined bandwidth. And essentially what this does is allows new platforms to run models at 3.5 times larger than the previous version, as well as improving the performance with 3 times faster memory bandwidth. Most of you might be looking at this, have no idea what these numbers or even what is the point of all this information. And what this entails is essentially all these major companies that are building the next generation AI products, such as ChatGPT, Google Bard, you name it, all need to train their models, and this requires a lot of computing power. And in short, once these chips become even better, even faster, more memory, essentially what that will allow is for these companies to do what they're currently doing today, but much more efficient, much faster, takes less time to do what they're currently doing. And in short, the scale, the growth of the AI industry, as well as other technologies, are going to be significantly better with less time required. Now, as of the date, right now, this is expected to be delivered in Q2 of 2024. So if you are currently watching this now, that's essentially about a year or so from now. But for at least in terms of upcoming technology, this is definitely major news to keep in mind. Now, in terms of the cost of this, apparently, at least right now, there is no current price, but according to Verge, the H100 line is currently selling for roughly $40,000. So I'd assume, again, could be cheaper, could be more expensive, but if it is 3 times essentially better than the H100, then I would not be surprised if I saw the price being significantly or at least higher than the H100. But again, who knows? We won't know until they officially announce that. And I did briefly mention the NVLink, so here is a visual as well as some additional details showcasing what exactly it does. And as you can see, connects multiple GPU connections, and in turn what this essentially allows for is greater scalability for ultra-fast deep learning training. And here's a graph showcasing across the years starting from 2015 with the M40 going all the way up to 2022 with the H100. And as you can see, the gigabytes per second on the left have significantly increased over time. Now, in other AI news, according to The Guardian, apparently AI can identify passwords by sound of keys being pressed, according to this study, which is significantly scarier than what most people would even entail. The fact that if this is correct and accurate, this means you have to be careful when it comes to literally even the way you type on a keyboard. So one example they state here is if you're on a Zoom call. If you're not familiar, essentially it is a video face type call, simply a webcam that you talk to typically on a computer, but also you could utilize your phone as well with the face camera. And essentially, specifically for computers, depending again on the type you have, for example, a laptop or a desktop, obviously keys, they make different sounds. And if this AI is what they state, apparently it is 90% accurate, then that means if you're on Zoom, for example, and you're just simply browsing on the web, type in something, log into your accounts, if this AI can hear exactly what you're doing and it can understand the correct audio, according to this, apparently it might be able to know what you typed. So that is definitely not good news. So definitely keep that in mind if this is accurate. But again, that is just some other things to keep in mind regarding the AI space and how advanced some of this technology is. So according to their system, apparently it can assign the correct key to the sound 95% of the time when the recording was made over a phone call, and 93% of the time when the recording is made over a Zoom call. So literally just being on your phone and hearing the background, it might be able to know. So some solutions to this is, one, obviously do not log in or type any sort of sensitive information when you are on Zoom or on an important call. And two is, I'm sure there are things you can put on your laptop to cover it, to maybe mask the sound difference. But then again, I'm sure they could train it. But at the end of the day, at least right now, hopefully this product or this system that they have created does not get access to mainstream. But this is just something definitely interesting to share with you. So do share your thoughts. This is a good idea, bad idea? What is even the point of this? Definitely that is something to keep in mind. And also Disney making some waves in AI according to Reuters. And essentially they're creating task force to explore the AI and cut costs. Now, for people who have been to Disneyland, Disney World, or even know Disney, a lot of stuff could be automated in my own opinion, with simply robots serving you food, accepting your tickets, etc. Depending obviously on the country and location, they might have different setups. But from what I remember years ago, typically it is still something that requires a lot of physical humans working, and there's definitely a lot of automation and AI could implement in order to make it more efficient and cut down on costs. And aside from the theme parks that Disney has, they also create animations as well as movies, and if you are familiar, movies are not cheap to create. Lots of them cost literal 9 figures upwards of more just to create one single movie. And here you can see from Reuters that they're looking at potentially decreasing some of those costs with the help of AI, because they state that some of these, for example, can swell up to $300 million for a major film release such as Indiana Jones and even The Dial of Destiny or Little Mermaid. And even going back to its parks, AI customer supports, interactions, and pretty much anything you could think of again regarding automation, AI I'm sure could find its way there. But these are just some of the major things happening in the AI space. So definitely, if you want to see the latest updates in the AI space in easy read weekly summaries, be sure to check out our newsletter in the description below. And aside from that, like and subscribe for more.